Good morning, Soul Circle. I'm Candice Elizabeth.
And I am Stephen Michael James, and we are from Arcana, Mind, Body, Spirit. Oh, today is such a glorious, glorious day. Sorry we are a few minutes late here. We have littles and all kinds of stuff taking place, so sometimes we just need a few minutes to catch our breath. And now here we are to catch our breath with all of you. So before we get going today, I want to say a huge shout out again to everyone who's reaching out to us on so many different networks right now. We've had really great response to people who are really into learning about themselves, doing self-discovery work. We've gotten to do a lot of Lifepath Coaching with people. There's just been so many great opportunities to work with you, and we've really started to reach out and meet some of you through Facebook. So thank you for joining us on some of our newer networks. So, of course, I know a lot of you are joining us from our YouTube channel right now. We have our website, we have our Facebook, and we have our Instagram. All of them with the handle of Arcana, Mind, Body, Spirit. So please check that out. Feel free to share it. And if you are watching today, feel free to pop on by and say a little quick hello. Now, today we are going to be talking, as we have been all June, about living that high vibe life. Good morning, MJ. I can see MJ watching. Hello, darling. And we're focusing on that high vibrational life. And our goal here is to figure out how to raise our inner vibration so that we can get to our highest outcomes, our highest good, and what's going to serve us best in the long run. Today we're going to be talking about the solar plexus chakra. Now, if you've never done any solar plexus work, this can be a tough one for some people. So this can be like your life's work, which is really interesting. For me, I would say out of a lot of chakras, this has been one that's gone like a frequency up and down, a wavelength throughout my life. If you've never really explored or know what that means, please head over to YouTube and check out our solar plexus chakra video. That was a really fun one where we dove into our own feelings about our self-confidence and our inner power and our motivations. It was quite a good video. But first, before we get to solar plexus, today is a very important day, Soul Circle. And I had to say something about it because today I feel so good. It's my anniversary! Woo! So, I wanted to send some good juju, some good vibes forward to my amazing husband who I love so much. And to all my soul family who was there 5 years ago in Mexico to celebrate one heck of a wedding. And one of those people was, of course, the amazing Candice Elizabeth. So thank you for being there to share that special day. It was so special to me. And if there's anything that I could do today to empower people to feel the type of freedom and love that I experienced that day, oh man, it was so special. It was so special. So,
Aww.
let's...
Happy anniversary.
Thank you, darling Candice. Thank you. I'm so glad you were there to celebrate with us. 5 years ago. It's crazy how time goes so differently now.
I can't believe that was 5 years ago. Wild.
I know.
Just like the party.
The party was wild. We'll have a whole other video called Arcana After Dark about what happened at that party.
At your wedding.
At my wedding. Oh, hello, Stefan. Stefan, who's saying happy anniversary. He was one of my best men. Stefan was up on the... I just had a picture of him up there. Oh, yeah, he's the one on the top right. Hello, Stefan. So good to have you here today. All right, so moving on. Candice, let's dive into some solar plexus.
All right. So the solar plexus is the third of the main chakras. If you're trying to locate this one, it's going to be above your sacral, and it's the upper belly area, the diaphragm area. Yeah. So that's where you want to locate that. So again, if you're focusing on this in any meditations or thinking about that, you can place a hand on that diaphragm and upper belly area. It's visually represented by a yellow and gold colored 10 petaled flower with an upside down triangle in it. Stephen, you had that symbol up for it a few seconds ago. There it is. There she be. Okay. So it's related to the element of fire and the sun. But thinking about fire specifically, fire is about passion, the spark to start something, energy. Um, it can be very giving, right? But it can also take away. Like you can think of what like the power of fire, right? We want to have a fire, we have a nice fire that brings us warmth and heat and it cooks our food, but it can also destroy just as quickly, right? So it's a very, very powerful element. And your solar plexus chakra, thinking about that fire element in your mind, your solar plexus chakra is the energy source to your motivation, your willpower, your sense of purpose. So again, it's that spark to like get up and do something, to like chase after the things that you want, to be passionate with the things that you have, and everything that you do. It also controls your ego and your personality, your sense of freedom, freedom of choice, freedom of how you express yourself, freedom of how you love, right? And how you want and how you want things, and what makes you authentic, right? So, and how are you doing all of these things, but also being authentically you? What makes you feel most empowered and confident is probably a good question to ask yourself when you're thinking about this chakra. All right. The solar plexus also has a lot to do with your digestive system. So take care of your gut. And if you're feeling like you're having stomach issues, it obviously, if you're having serious stomach issues, go to a doctor. All right. Or not just trying to take that away. But at the same time, sometimes there might be a day that's like, there's a lot of things happening and you're noticing that you're like, just your stomach is kind of weak, or it's a little like that quivery stomach kind of feeling, or it's like upset, or you're having to go to the bathroom a lot, whatever it is. Think about some of the emotions that you might be storing in your stomach and in that area that relate to, again, your passions, your personal freedoms, your authentic self, and all that stuff. What emotions are related to that you might be storing, might be blocking that area and causing you to maybe feel that kind of like, that like quivery kind of just like upset stomach, like in an anxiety type of situation or a stressful situation, you might be feeling that. So recognize and take a look, right? What else? What else do we want to say about this chakra? Yeah, again, just checking yourself with some of the emotions that might be related to blocks in this chakra would be like a victim mentality, feeling helpless. And also on the flip side of that, a need to control everything, right? If you're trying to control every single thing in your life, and like even the small stuff, right? Check this chakra, maybe do some meditation, maybe do some focused work on this, right? Again, just trying to do what you can to be as authentic and in your personal freedom as you possibly can. So Stephen's going to be showing us a yoga pose again today, that you can do when you first wake up in the morning, just to activate and again live with intention and have that high vibe life or high vibe day. But you can also activate this chakra by getting in flow and getting it in flow by doing things that, like I said before, build strength, make you feel strong. So meditating and focusing on the color yellow or gold, maybe wearing something that's gold or yellow, eating yellow food. You can work with bergamot, rosemary, chamomile, using citrine, yellow tourmaline. I have a big, giant, huge one that's just so exaggerated and ridiculous, but I have it,
Yeah.
and I wear it. Using, as like I said, citrine, yellow tourmaline, tiger's eye is a good one for this chakra as well. Some other affirmations, I'm sure Stephen will say one for you guys when you're doing the pose with him. But some other things to think about when you're focusing on yellow and gold, or holding your yellow tourmaline and smelling your bergamot. Say things like, I am enough, I have purpose, I am strong and capable, I am authentic and honest with myself every day. Those are the thoughts that you want to really draw in. So in the end, empower yourself, flow, let your energy flow freely through your body and everything that you do. Focus on your identity, your purpose, with confidence and motivation, and think about what makes you you at your best. Let go of the small stuff and stop trying to control every single little thing, and just let the real you lead your choices. Yeah. So that's a wrap on the quickie of the solar plexus. But as Stephen mentioned, we have a very more in-depth video that's you can find on our YouTube channel, where we go into all the workings of the solar plexus chakra, how to recognize a blocked solar plexus chakra, what to do, how to get that back in flow. And we go through some questions about our own relationship and the ups and downs of the solar plexus for us as well. So it's a great video to check out. So Stephen, are you ready to lead us through our morning yoga pose for the solar plexus chakra?
Am I ever, darling? So ready, so ready. I have to say, again, I said this at the beginning of the video, but solar plexus work is like life work for me. This is like a really important chakra. I wear citrine and brucite now almost every single day. Like, I don't think I've taken this citrine off in how many years, Candice? Like 6 years? 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever taken it off. I have a tiger's eye bracelet I wear almost every day. I really work with a lot of these stones to do this work. I think it's very important work. So today we are going to jump onto our yoga mat, or we're going to imagine that we are even just lying in bed, just woke up, fresh from dream state. If you're someone who needs to work on like what is purpose, what direction is my life going, if these are the questions that you're asking, then this would be a really great way to start your day. Also, I like to think of my solar plexus as my battery. You know, this is like where I get my sense of movement, my sense of energy, my sense of purpose, all of these things. So by filling up my own battery, I'm going to have a much better space and a much better body temple to move forward. I want to say a little hello to Madison. Hey, Maddie. I know you're watching. Madison joined us for a spiritual Lifepath Coaching, and I had a fantastic time getting to know her a little bit better. Hi, Maddie. Love you, darling. Okay, so what we're going to do for this one is we're actually going to do what is called Viparita pose. It's mostly commonly known as Superman. Okay, so what we're going to do is instead of starting face up, we're actually going to be face down today. And just imagine that you're going to allow your hips to walk as far away down your spine as possible, so you're creating some length before we even start our posture today. All right, now just allowing your legs to stretch out, your ankles to stretch out. Try and find that natural spaciousness within your own body. Now you're going to allow your arms to just fall down to the side. You want your palms to be facing up. And now from here, you are going to inhale and you're going to lift your legs and your head up at the same time. So the way this whole posture is going to go is we lift up, and we allow our feet to come off all the way from our hips, moving upwards, our hands to go outwards and upwards, and our head to come upwards as well. And as you take deep breaths here, you're really going to feel that your breath gets right into that solar plexus section of your body. Releasing it down, and coming back up. Inhale. Now our bija mantra for our solar plexus is Ram. So R-A-M, Ram. Not Ram, Ram. So in this position, you'd want to think Ram, Ram, Ram. And exhale down. And if you're feeling like getting a very good stretch here, you're going to take your hands just underneath and go up to good old-fashioned cobra. Lifting your sternum up, looking up. And you can really feel that stretch. Rum. You can use some mantras here like, I am living a life aligned with my true purpose. I am my own source of divine energy. Whatever serves your own greatest good. Have your own personal mantra that will help you align yourself better. And again, as always, finish with a little hug. I like to give myself a little hug here all the time. And that, my friends, is awesome. I hope if you had a chance to do a little bit of stretching, that would be great, because it does feel good to start your day with a little bit of alignment and stretching that way. We had a comment here from Madison saying she had a really great time with us. You guys are both so wonderful. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Madison. That's really sweet.
Yeah.
I want to make a suggestion for the Superman pose. If you, depending on whatever the situation might be physically for yourself, if that seems like a lot to you, you can also do one side at a time. So instead of lifting both legs up, you can just lift one leg up at a time and just look up as much as you can at the same time as you lift the leg. And if lifting it straight is hard, you could also lift it bent at the knee. And then again, just like lifting your head up as much as you can from the floor or the bed, or feeling like maybe that is something that physically you might have trouble with. There are variations to adjust the poses and still just as effective, right?
Yeah. I think sometimes with yoga we get very sensationalist because we see it on so many social media postings and pictures on TV where everything is in like perfect velour sweatpants and all this stuff. You know, some of these postures and poses are meant for for every body, not just everybody, every body. And by adjusting these things, you can still get the desired outcome, because a little bit every day is going to help you adjust and help your body feel in more flow, for sure, Candice.
Yeah, it's about the intention, right? Like I'm not 110 pounds and I'm not wearing some yoga pants up my coochie and my butt cracks. So with my legs pulled up behind my ear and all this kind of stuff. I'm not doing any of that, but I can still do yoga and I can still have the effective gifts that doing yoga can give. And I don't need all of that other stuff, right?
No.
And if you do need that other stuff, good for you. Awesome. Pull those tights right up there, girl or boy. Love it.
Right up there.
That's what makes you feel motivated and in your power. I love it. There might have been a time I would have done the same.
There was a time where we did call you Madam Coochie Pants. It is true. It's we've all been that girl. We've all been that girl. All right. So as we close up today, everyone, in astrology today, we're still in that square with Saturn and Uranus. That's still happening right now. There's a lot of energy with that. What I can say is that Virgo is now in the mix a little bit more, and it's encouraging us to ground a little bit. Virgo is a mutable sign as well, and is about growth and is about growing. So I think you could probably find moments of, you know how we were talking about grandpa energy and hipster cousin energy? There are moments where today and for the next few days where we're going to be able to grow. We're going to be able to grow a little bit more. So ask yourself, where in your life can you grow? Now, because I'm in just such a happy, amazing state today, my guide for today that we have chosen is actually just an offering from me. I feel that today is a 10 of Cups kind of day for me. I feel like I'm in a position where I just feel very happily ever after as I sit in these moments of extreme gratitude for the people that I have in my life and the situations that have come from having these people in my life. And as an offering today, I would just like to send that feeling out to each and every one of you. And happily ever after can look different for absolutely everyone. It does not look the same across the board. But whatever that is, seek out your happily ever after. Ask yourself today, if you're going to grow in that direction, what might that look like? And this is me sending out this offering to you today, this beautiful feeling of solar energy just stretching out across all time and space to every single one of you watching. Anything you'd like to add to that before we go today, Candice?
Oh, yeah, just the feeling of, again, bringing back to the solar plexus chakra and your authentic self, and remembering, like what you said, it looks different for everybody.
Yeah.
And I feel like that can be really hard. I know I struggled with that, with leaving a situation because I wanted that idea of what a family should be in my mind, and I had to let that go. And it's same thing within relationships and how they look. And once you are able to let that go and authentically seek out what really feeds your purpose, things start to fall together, and you'll find your way. You'll find your little puzzle pieces, and they all kind of start fitting together, and it's really awesome. So yeah, I think that's a great guide. If there's a day that you could be the most authentic you, let it be today. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day. It's a new day, regardless of what happened yesterday. So go for it. Be your most authentic self and live your personal purpose. Loud, proud, and as free as possible.
What a great place to end today on. We love you all, Soul Circle. We'll see you all tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Much love.